Good morning from Yami BTV. Wishing you all well. Sending plenty of love your way as usual. Great live last night again. Not too pleased to report that I still got a headache and a sore throat. I'm hoping this passes by Monday. I don't like the feeling of it. I'm not used to being ill, if you get what I mean, especially being on the crest of a wave lately. But I've been asked for quite some time to give the latest update on a subject that's been best described by all parties concerned now, it seems, as the greatest scourge and stain on our criminal justice system in the history of it, which, of course, we are talking about the IPP sentence given out in 2003 by the powers that be to prevent and just throw people in there without a realistic date of release, whatever the length of time that's been stated or established during sentencing, from 1 year, and you can get back out to 2 years to 5 years, etc., etc. You have to do certain courses if they're available whilst you're in there to show that you're no longer a risk to the public. Now, we most know about it already, but what I'm going to explain now is the latest update of where that terrible sentence of IPP, where it is at now. So we know that it came out in 2003. There is an organisation called UNGRIP, which, back the families and men and ladies serving IPP sentences, right? UNGRIP's professional wording is abolished but not gone, simply because it got abolished on December the 3rd, 2012. For anyone sentenced on or after that, it won't count no more. But hold on 1 second. What about all the ones that were still serving before that 2008 thing? Because what we find is, from you abolished it, there's still near enough 3,000 IPP sentenced prisoners still serving up to this day. Wowee. Do you know what UNGRIP have done, right? And it is a very, very moving exhibition of some kind. What they've actually done is gone back to Parliament in those stately surroundings where the IPP was given out by those who hold in Parliament. They put on an exhibition there, right? I think it was last month. Maybe some of you know already, maybe some of you don't. I've been asked to do this. Now, they put on an exhibition of things like poetry, visual art, pictures of those still serving and those who have passed away. Now, this is the real sad bit. The pictures and the poetry and all the things with the description of showing those faces and the wording that some of them give with their one-liners about how they feel serving such a sentence, they have white dots on the pictures of the faces of the ones still serving. They have red dots for the ones that have died while serving their IPP. Unbelievably, 25 have committed suicide. Court cases have come where judges have said, and forensic scientists have said, and psychologists have said it was down to the sentence. No more so than Tommy Nicol, who went 2 years over his tariff and basically called it a day, to be honest. His sister Donna Mooney is campaigning constantly, vocally, for the complete abolishment of that IPP sentence. But red dots in Parliament of all those that died, committed suicide. That's how deep you can be affected by the IPP system. You've got little one-liners, like I just said, of ashen face, tired eyes, my strength has gone, I can't live no more, I'm getting older, my family's outside are also getting older, I'm passing away, I'm missing everything. Never forget the man, the little autistic geezer who got an IPP for a crime in McDonald's and still hasn't got out, mate. And a geezer with a bicycle, but yet we get back round to it. We know we're going to say it on Yami B TV, I'm afraid. But yet you still see fit enough to let out child killers. Don't make me laugh. What would have been the difference, right, for you in power to just let it go, just abolish it? You're rejecting the prisoners' bill thing at the moment, where you're saying we're not going to re-sentence those that have been away all that time and still serving and everything, because you're thinking about the money again. Well, then why not just squash it? It won't cost you nothing at all. They've gone past their tariffs and all that. It's no longer it's not legitimate no more, you empty heads. Just let them out now. What would be? You've let out loads when you half the sentences back in the day. You let them out. You let everybody else out on tag. What was the difference? Explain to me. How men in there that can't do the courses, who are not skilled, who've got mental health issues, drugs issues, who get moved around during their sentences, that are at the mercy of certain staff who could just put a bad bit on your record so that you don't get out. And that this has led to suicides as well. The system is playing a terrible part in this, and did. I was around men that got out from armed robberies on a full tariff and that bang on their days. So if your face don't fit, you're not getting out. 25 suicides. The good thing is, it's not over yet, because the prisoners' bill, that body with UNGRIP, of course, could still be successful in getting the resentencing for those things, which means is if you get resentenced from your IPP that you're serving, then the likelihood is you're getting let out anyway. So what difference did it all make? Because if you get, all right, you had a 2 tariff, we'll give you a 4-year sentence, but you serve 5, so you have to get let out anyway because your sentence is finished. So the simple reason behind Uncle Yami, oh no, this cold, boy. This reasoning behind what they're doing is never going to make no sense, is it? It never did, and it never will. You just done it with your mad heads at the time. We'll give them a deterrent. If anybody, that's what they do. The Russian blood, new government will come in, new home secretary. Well, I'll put the living daylights. I'll frighten them all. If you do this bit, any suggestions of violence, you'll go in there and you will have to wait until you come out. But yeah, once again, you can murder, kill, ruin families, children's lives forever, and you get a chance. More than some of the IPP stuff as well. Now, did I have any more? Anything more to add to this? Yeah, because I had to do this. You remember the 3 main words by GRIP as well, when you're in there serving as well: hopelessness, self-harming, and suicide. I often wonder if I would have had that sentence. My days, Yami, you would have never got out with the way that you behaved in there, mate. Oh, my days, I would have been in there. I would have still been in there. Bloody hell, man. Yami, anything else? I don't want to. All right, we got that. That's it. The hard-hitting exhibition. That's a deep one. Look it up on GRIP. I'm telling you, the hard-hitting nature of the exhibition paints clearly the pictures of what Parliament have done, really. For them to allow it to be done inside there as well. Think about the exhibition. You must be accepting some kind of blame. Otherwise, you wouldn't want it on your doorstep, would you? With pictures of people dead and showing what that legislation that you brought in, the effects that it's caused on everybody. So the pictures, the red dots, the white dots, all of it, the families, everything is being done right in front of you in the place, in a stately place of that nature, showing exactly what that legislation that you brought in done to many, many people, and it still goes on. I hope I've got all of that in for you all. But that's the latest on the IPP thing, and that anyone involved who listens to Uncle Yami or Yami B TV about the IPP thing, come to me, message me privately, and I'll stick my oar in for you all, all right? Have a blessed day. I'm going on my travels. I'll probably be up late. Let me see if I can warm up, man. Let me get rid of this. Gordon Bennett, you lot. I love you dearly.